It is 2 a.m. and the agent says it fixed the incident. The patch is real, but the shift has changed. The terminal scrollback is gone, and nobody knows which assumptions were still alive when the decision was made. This is lesson 16 in Claude Code, Production AI Agents. Today we turn sessions, state, and durability into an operating model, so an agent run can survive handover, replay, and day 2 questions. The previous lesson finished the SDK side of tools, hooks, and sub-agents. Now we move from what the agent can do to what the organization can remember after the run ends. The core idea is this: state is the operating memory outside the model context. Prompts are not enough. A session needs an identity, a durable store, a replay trail, and a handover note that explains what changed and why. Treat the session as an operational artifact, not a chat history. It should answer who started the run, which inputs mattered, which artifacts changed, and which questions remain open. The visible artifact is the session durability map. It has 5 parts: session ID, persistent store, replay trace, handover note, and retention policy. If one is missing, the agent may answer correctly while the team loses the evidence needed to operate it. This part of the visual map matters because it shows the actual moving pieces: session model, stored state, transient context, replay log, handover path. If one of those pieces is invisible, the team will struggle to operate the workflow under pressure. Use this checklist before treating the workflow as ready: session YD, persistent store, replay trace, handover note, retention policy. These are not decorative boxes. They are the operating questions that decide whether the agent can be trusted outside a demo. In practice, this example has 4 parts: lost decisions, unexplained outputs, stale state, privacy leakage, failed replay. The point is to make the agent's work inspectable rather than asking everyone to trust a polished final answer. Score the design against this rubric: session ID, persistent store, replay trace, handover note, retention policy. A weak score does not mean the idea is useless. It means the workflow needs stronger boundaries before it becomes production work. Day 2 is where sessions, state, and durability becomes real. A teammate asks why a run behaved differently from yesterday. The answer should not depend on memory or guesswork. The team should inspect the run identity, the boundary configuration, the stored evidence, and the handover note. If the design supports that conversation, the agent is becoming operable. If not, the team has a fragile demo with a professional looking interface. Use this implementation checklist before expanding scope: session model, stored state, transient context, replay log, handover path. Each item should have an owner and a verification step. If the checklist only exists in a planning document, it will drift. Put the important parts close to the runtime and close to the release gate. Block release when you see these risks: lost decisions, unexplained outputs, stale state, privacy leakage, failed replay. Blocking release is not failure. It is how production teams avoid turning a known weakness into an incident. The aim is not to slow the agent down. The aim is to make speed survivable. Think of this like an airport handover log. The plane does not reset because a controller goes off shift. The next controller inherits the route, the constraints, the alerts, and the decisions already made. Our worked example is an analyst shift handover agent. The agent investigates a queue, tags suspicious cases, writes a handover note, and leaves enough replay data for the next analyst to see which evidence mattered. Build the first version narrowly. Start with a session ID. Store the task, artifacts, decisions, and open questions. Add replay before adding autonomy. Then decide what gets retained, what gets deleted, and who can inspect it. In practice, this means designing the state table, the artifact folder, and the handover note together so every run leaves a coherent trail rather than scattered evidence. Use the readiness rubric. Ask whether the design has a session ID, persistent store, replay trace, handover note, and retention policy. That rubric turns state from a vague memory promise into a release gate. The common mistake is assuming the transcript alone is durable state. A transcript is useful evidence, but it is not a state model. It does not always tell you ownership, retention, replay status, or which downstream system accepted the result. Let us recap. For sessions and durability, give every run an identity. Store the evidence outside the model, make replay possible, and write the handover for the next human. The lesson learned is simple. If the team cannot reconstruct yesterday's run tomorrow, the agent is not durable yet. Subscribe for Claude Code, Production AI Agents. The companion book is linked in the description. In Lesson 17, we move from state to permissions, what the agent is allowed to do, and why default deny matters.